Hello everyone, I'm Sagar Ogasia. I'm from Macintosh and Son, and in this video we are going to show you how you can download the setup file for your machine, how you can put it into USB stick so it's really easy to transfer from your USB to your display, as well as how you can straight from your FieldOps portal to your machine display. Now that being said, let's start the video. Now, to start the process, make sure you are signing into your FieldOps portal. And once you are in your FieldOps portal, click on Send and Receive Files. And once you click that, and from the drop-down menu, click on Export. And in the Export window, in your first line, you have option to select your different file types. Now most of the file types are here, like say CN1, which is compatible with Telev 4 and Pro 700. ISO-XML is compatible with across all of the CNH displays like Pro 1200, new Telev 12, the older one, including the Raven displays as well now. RCD is for your John Deere machineries or John Deere Green Star displays. KML is just for general purpose. The shapefile is for exporting the boundaries or exporting the prescriptions, and Trimble shapefile is if you have any older FM1000 or if you are running the FM1000 software in your Trimble display, that's where that format is helpful. So select your format. Let's say I wanna select the ISO-XML because now these days all of the displays across all the manufacturers do accept the ISO-XML format. The name itself will change as you change your file type. So as you can see on the screen that as I'm selecting my file type option, it's changing itself. However, your file name is typically first four number is the year. Say this is 2024, so 2024. Second two number is your month, like this is the October, so it's a 08. And then last two number is the date. So that's how you can segregate. And if you have sent quite many files to your machine as well, so in your inbox of the machine, if you have to select which one is a newer one or which one you want to download it for correct data, that's how you can segregate or how you can be sure, okay, I'm selecting the right files. Otherwise they all more or less similar to the same. Now once you do that, you can either, if you want to download it in a USB stick, make your selection as a download. But if you want to send it to equipment, then you should select the send it to equipment. But for now, I'm clicking on download because I'm showing you how to download in a USB stick. But that's not the problem. In this very same video, further down to the video, we're gonna say how you can send it straight away to your machines. You can say yes as a master setup data. By clicking yes, what you're basically doing is whatever the options that you select, specifically your grower farm field setup and run lines and boundaries and inner run lines, passable and impassable zones, that's you may not want to have a same for every machine. For example, if you only want to have run lines appropriate for your sprayer, which is 36 meter or 30 meter or whatever the width of your sprayer may be, you do not want to have that run line in your seeder nor in your harvesters. Like there is a separate run lines for that one. So you can make those selection particularly as suitable as your vehicle, and that's where saving that master file comes in. So you do not need to make that selection every single time. And if you say yes to the master setup file, that very same file will be get saved in the background, which you can access through setup tab and then master data tab, which you will see in the further down video. And then you can click on next. Here you make your selections like whatever the farm you wanna have. Let's say for the purpose of this video, I'm selecting the Stockmore farms, which has 3 different farms and 31 field. And by default, once you make your selection, or if you do not touch anything, typically it will select all of your grower, all of your farm and all of your fields. However, your product prescription swath, landmarks and boundaries, it's still up to you how you want to have it in your setup file. So let's say I do not want to have any product, I do not want to have prescription, but I do want to have swath. And in that swath, I only want to have curved or straight swath or swath with a heading, like for your deep ripping applications and stuff. So you can select according to your needs, and you can segregate as well by just making the selection of appropriate parameters. So let's say I just want to have straight swath and a curved heading, and no heading, no pivot lines or anything. And you can see I have 161 lines, which is, I have named it and put it appropriate. But when you have created a run line, and if you have put it in a specific group, that's where you can segregate further as well. So let's say I have 12-meter run line, which is a straight AB, and I have 36-meter run line, which is also a straight AB. But when I created those run line, I did put it in a different group. So let's say 36-meter when I put it is in a spray, and 12-meter when I put it under harvesting. And if I do not select the harvesting, that run line won't be there. As you can see, in a spraying, all I have is a 36-meter headland. If I'll change my selection from spraying to harvesting, then it's gonna just one run line, which is the 12-meter headland run. And since I only have selected the curve and straight, those are only two lines which is fit in the category. But if you want to have all of the run lines, doesn't matter regardless of anything, and if your farm setup is in such a way that you are only using the one run line and one boundary runs for all of your applications, please select all groups and all swath types, and then after all of your run lines will be get selected like that. Now landmarks, that's something definitely you want to have it when you want to consider, when you want to have your boundaries and stuff, because if you say no, then whatever the power pole or pile of a rock or whatever the obstacle may you have recorded, it won't be in that setup file. So run line is something you want to definitely set unless you are sending just prescription. Boundaries, definitely you want to have your outer boundaries as well as your inner boundaries, so just say all. Now you do have an option where if you do not want to have your inner boundaries, then you can left out, but typically that's not the case. People always have their boundaries correctly. By not selecting inner and outer, you sort of have outer boundaries. So my advice is please select all of internal, outer and inner impassibles as well. Click on next, and in the next window you sort of have a list of the items that you have ticked, what sort of information is there, what field you have selected. You can see graphically as well, like as you can see I have I can change my field from the bar where it says the grower farm field names. If you would have selected the prescription rather than having the green field, you would have your prescription the way you have created it. But since we are limiting this video for setting up setup data files, we are just keeping that one. And once you make sure everything is right, then you can click on finish. If you would have selected I want to send it to machine, in that regards your file won't be get downloaded, it will be get sent straight away to machine from here. Because we have downloaded that file earlier, that file is sitting in my download folder by default. So to access the download folder, you can just click on the yellow folder, which is the symbol for file explorer of your window. And from the left hand side menu, you can click on downloads. And in the download, as you can see, from the date, month and a year format, you can select the file. Once you select the file, you should have a little option called extract all. If you click on extract all and then you click on browse, and then you locate your USB stick, which will be further down in the left hand side window of the new popped up window, and you can see on the screen as well, like I'm doing. Click on your drive. You do not need to select any other folder. So typical requirement is whatever the file format your display requires, it has to be straight into the root directory. It shouldn't be any other folders or anything like that. Now once you make your drive selection, click on select folder and then click on extract and wait till the process is get finished. So let's say my process is finished. So if I'll go into USB stick now, I have my task data file seated in there, and that's how you want to have it. Now if it is a .cn1 file for your Pro 700 and TeleView 4 screen, it should be your .cn1 file, just like here. If it is John Deere, it has to be GS 23_2630. If it is Trimble file, it has to be either egg data or egg GPS format. But all of that name should be straight into root directory of your format instead of the task data. As I explained, the name can change, but that's the exact way you want to have your setup file into the USB stick. And once you finish this process, simply just click on the eject button of the USB stick. That is really necessary rather than pulling out the USB stick straight away, because if you pull out the USB stick straight away, there is a high chance that your data is gonna get corrupted, and when you put it into the display, it's not gonna recognize anything. So you may have to repeat this entire process again. So click on eject USB stick, wait till your USB stick disappear from left hand side window where basically you've located your USB drive, and then just simply detach your USB stick from computer and then put it into the display straight away. And that's how you download a file from FieldOps to USB stick, or you can send it to your machine straight away. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any other question regarding FieldOps, if you're trying to find something, if you're not getting, then you can certainly follow our YouTube list, where we also make the videos on TeleView 12 displays, Pro 700 displays, TeleView 4 displays, and AFS Pro 1200 displays as well, probably Raven displays as well. So for any help like that, do follow and subscribe to our channel. And if you do not find any help that you're looking for, just simply comment on any of those videos and we will make a video for you. Thanks for your time, and we will see you in the next video.